Apparently, a lot of you wanted me to keep the ska train going about a month ago, and I'm sorry I've let you down, but we're revving it back up today with Goldfinger, who I've never heard of before, so let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Low End University. Again, I haven't heard of Goldfinger until I covered Real Big Fish here on the channel about a month ago. You guys started asking for Here in Your Bedroom, which is from this band's debut self-titled studio album, Goldfinger, released in 1996. And reading a bit about this song, frontman John Feldman had met a girl and quickly fell for her, hanging out with her all night with no sleep. And he says, I wrote Here in Your Bedroom from like 9 a.m. to 9:08. It took me 8 minutes to write this whole song, and it ended up being the band's highest charting single ever. So it just goes to show you not to overthink it, let it flow. I'm reading this band was considered a contributor to the movement of third wave ska. They have a horn section. That's all I need to read to know I'm going to enjoy it. Let's get into it. Here in Your Bedroom by Goldfinger. I haven't heard a snare drum tune like that in quite some time. That's almost like piccolo snare. Ooh, so light and poppy and airy. Okay. Ooh, little tricky, funky thing there. Okay. Interesting. Key change? Wow. They're going all over the place. Key, tonal center. They almost walk down this whole intro in like circle of fifths. So when I say fifth, I'm just talking about a fifth interval. So if we're in C, go up the scale 5 degrees. That's 5. So if you just keep going down in fifths, you're kind of changing keys every time, and it just gives it this kind of, there's really no grounding here in the tonal center. So I kind of like where it's pulling my ear already. And what I like about that bass intro here in the beginning, it's got the kind of playful sensibility of just a standard walking bass line, but he's kind of funking it up a bit and giving it some syncopation. It's got that little diddle thing, dun, get a gun, dun, 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 get a gun, dun, 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 get a gun. You know, it's a little bit of upbeats and such going on there, but if you just stripped all that away, it's got that same fun, driving, walking bass line thing that you would come to expect from this genre. I don't know if he's doing chromatic every time, but he's taking that same thing and just adding some funky grooves to it. That kind of thing. And then he goes down, we're in C, G, B flat, and F, so it's taking the tonal center really far out really quickly. I'm going to go back and kind of get that, but really fun so far. Yep, down in C. Now we're up in E minor. I just love the whole progression. I want to get this last little tag here because it went from way up here to E minor, F, G, then up to A minor. Ooh. It almost has this ethereal kind of tone, the way the bass is so palm muted and the guitar's a little more open, and then you have the other guitar channel doing the on the upbeats. Very cool, just production, soundscape. I find I use that word a lot, soundscape. Something just sounds really good the way it's orchestrated, produced, the tones. When it all comes together just right, I say the word soundscape. It's just no other better way to describe it. Right here. Okay, getting heavy. Still in that circle of fifths kind of thing. Ooh. Cool video. I really like their songwriting approach here. They started out really just not giving you definitive data on like what key the song's in, where the tonal center is. And they're still writing that same wave. They're kind of going between three modes. And I don't say mode in the musical sense, just like three modes. They're kind of in E, and then they go C, G, B flat, F. So they're down way down here. Then they have this other part that they're bringing up going. Then back to E. So what's interesting is that it's pretty much a key change every time, because when you're in this sound, it's pretty much B major, major 4 if we're in B, major 5 if we're in E, same thing. Then they're going down a whole step. So D natural is not in the key of E. That's why it kind of has that, you can kind of just hear that pivot in terms of just the way the key feels. You can keep walking that down all the way. The circle of fifths is great. Very, very commonly used kind of progression, but I like the way they're just kind of sticking to 3 versions of it. And I wouldn't even call this one in that same mode, but it's just going up to that E minor sound, which gives it just a bit of a darker, tense tension until it comes back to hopping around in the circle of fifths. Good songwriting. I like the way they're just bringing those themes back for different parts of the song, but they established it early on with that bass groove where it was all just in kind of one thought.
When I wake up tomorrow,
yeah.
You have changed, 'cause I still feel the same. 'Cause I still feel the same. 'Cause I still feel the same. One, two.
Cool bass line development there. Before that, he's stuck on the roots, just establishing the heavy, the guitars are distorted now. I don't even know what you call this in terms of verse chorus. Kind of sounds like they have a lot of different verses, but listen to the bass line development here. We started out going, then he goes up here and he starts adding a lot of movement, which kind of harkens back to the way he was playing in the beginning. So it's almost a callback in terms of the bass line development. Yeah. Kind of has the same sensibility as. It's very cool. I love they went back to the sound. Cool. Right back down to that same thing. They keep going through that cycle, and I just love it because even though I kind of know it's coming, just that kind of knee-jerk key change sound keeps this songwriting very fresh to me. Truly does. Love it. Right there. That's a cool layer they added, that kind of double octave guitar sliding up with it. Just gives it a little more intensity. And the whole change here is already kind of intense when it goes from that very C major kind of sound right into E minor up, going up the scale. So I wouldn't even say that's changing keys there, but I don't know. Very interesting form, song form, if you will. Kind of playful here. And they go right into that darker sound. I kind of want that to repeat more than once. That's a really strong build there. The way that double guitar comes in. I could have done it one more time. You have changed, 'cause I still feel the same. There's that riff. I always think music videos like this have to be the most fun to make. I've done a few music videos that have been fun, but none were really like, I don't know, beating stuff up, going crazy like this. Maybe I have. I don't have to look back, but this is really fun. Almost kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, a lot of those 90s music videos kind of had this vibe where, you know, those videos would come on MTV and you would go, I kind of wish I was there when they shot this. It just looks fun. Like some of those older videos had a way of just making you feel like you wanted to be there in the room while they did it. Like Metallica's Whiskey in the Jar was always one for me. I remember seeing that on MTV. Like, I want to be at that house party. This is kind of giving me those same vibes. Drumstick on the guitar. Ooh, abrupt ending. Okay. So I just said in the video's intro, I was stoked about the usage of horns. I didn't hear any. Maybe they were super in the background in the chorus. I don't know. I'm sure they're on this record because it clearly says it. But this song was really great anyway. I didn't even really miss them. I was really captivated by the song's form, structure, and the songwriting was really, really interesting. They had a way of making no section of the song feel like it was a home base. Like you didn't hit that section of the song and go, okay, that's back to one. It kept me on my toes. It started out with that same pattern being established of there's no real tonal key center here. We're going to go down the circle of fifths, which essentially changes keys every 2 bars. Then we're going to go to this kind of darker section that's not jumping in those intervals. That kind of thing. And then it would go back to the circle of fifths thing that still, even on the chorus, didn't feel like it was really rooted in any key center. I was really kind of captivated by that. Really cool. Great bass tones, great playing. I love the good bass line development. I think that's one of the biggest things that kept the song sections kind of differentiated. The bass groove would kind of change. It would hold back. It would be a little more adventurous. But it all was established in the beginning with that really cool bass groove that, again, had all the things I like about a walking bass line, but just kind of funkified and syncopated in their own style. So thanks to all of you for requesting this track. It was really nice to be introduced to this band. Another band I've just missed. Really fun stuff. I really like their musicality, and I would love to check out more. Come find us on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel further. I'm doing full album reactions over there and a lot of lessons and educational content for bass. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I love you all. Cheers. We'll see you next time.